Something about Michio Kaku's expression didn't sit right. This wasn't the confident, ever-curious theoretical physicist we'd seen on television, calmly unraveling the universe's mysteries. This time, he hesitated. His voice cracked. His gaze lingered too long on a single image projected behind him. And when he finally spoke, the room of elite scientists, journalists, and space historians fell into an uneasy silence. The presentation was meant to cover new data from lunar observation satellites. But what unfolded was far more than data. It was a revelation that challenged everything humanity thought it knew. Something beneath the moon's surface had just rewritten the rules. And as Kaku revealed the findings, even he could no longer hide the weight of emotion. It began with a revelation that shattered decades of consensus. Using newly deployed quantum deep imaging satellites and advanced gravimetric sensors, researchers scanned the moon's subsurface at resolutions never before possible. The results were staggering. Instead of solid rock, the scans revealed massive hollow chambers, some hundreds of kilometers across, arranged in precise, geometric patterns that no natural process could explain. These voids weren't lava tubes or coincidental cavities. They had structure, symmetry, intention. Thermal readings added to the unease. Localized heat sources pulsed rhythmically within these chambers, temperatures too precise, too focused to be geological. The room felt the weight of the discovery. Something inside the moon wasn't just structured, it was active, functional, perhaps even sentient in some unfathomable way. Then came the patterns. Gravitational anomalies, once dismissed as minor inconsistencies, revealed themselves as a global lattice, crisscrossing the moon from pole to pole, aligning perfectly with the internal cavities and reflective metallic regions identified by radar scans. Maps from 3 independent agencies confirmed the same lunar lattice, a skeleton of unimaginable precision supporting the moon's position. If active, this grid could influence Earth itself. Tides, axial stability, even climatic patterns. The moon might not be merely a satellite, it could be a regulator, a cosmic instrument. And if it had been placed, if it had been constructed, we had to ask, by whom and for what purpose? As he shifted from hard data to mythology, Kaku's voice softened, almost reverent. Ancient texts, from Sumerian tablets to Mayan codices to Egyptian hieroglyphs, depicted the moon not as a constant fixture, but as a newcomer, a teacher, a sentient presence. Stories of nights without the moon, sky gods descending from its surface, and divine luminaries guiding early civilizations began to take on a new significance. Metaphors transformed into potential evidence, fragmented memory preserved through symbolism. Even lunar eclipses, once explained as coincidence, now appeared with a deliberate precision. The moon's size and distance allow it to perfectly cover the sun, a singular phenomenon. Could this be engineered? The revelations deepened. High-frequency tomography uncovered reflective materials beneath the crust, metals unknown to modern science, arranged in geometric grids, absorbing and redirecting radar waves unnaturally. These were no natural ores. They behaved like shielding, like a casing designed to endure millennia of pressure, cosmic radiation, and impacts. Kaku hinted at a terrifying possibility. Remnants of an ancient machine, dormant, waiting to be activated. Moonquakes, previously interpreted as geological activity, suddenly sounded different. Echoes recorded since Apollo missions now resembled movements within hollow chambers. The moon wasn't silent, it was responding. Something inside was listening. Older data became newly significant. During Apollo 12, NASA engineers crashed the lunar module's ascent stage to study seismic response. The moon rang like a bell for nearly an hour. At the time, it was dismissed as a technical anomaly. But with the new understanding of its hollow, reinforced interior, that resonance suddenly made sense. Subsequent impacts produced the same echoes, suggesting the moon behaves like a tuned instrument, not a natural rock. Kaku revealed another chilling layer: the moon's mysterious emissions. Low-frequency bursts from the far side, electromagnetic patterns that defied known solar or geological causes, occurred at precise coordinates and intervals. Advanced signal processing revealed digital-like pulses, eerily reminiscent of early computer language. Could this be a dormant surveillance system or beacon? Its spikes in frequency when deep space probes passed behind the moon suggested awareness, observation, intelligence, or something operating beyond human comprehension. The moon's orbit added another layer of mystery. Its path is extraordinarily stable, defying the natural drift of long-term gravitational interactions. Its rotational period is synchronized with Earth, showing only one face. And its distance creates total solar eclipses with perfect alignment, a precision unmatched anywhere else in the solar system. The probability of such alignment occurring naturally is infinitesimal. The moon doesn't merely orbit, it performs, guides, observes, perhaps even manipulates. Kaku, usually the optimist, could no longer call this arrangement natural. The final, most unsettling aspect wasn't in scans or maps, it was what had been erased. Original Apollo recordings, telemetry, and astronaut communications had vanished or been deliberately redacted. Reports of unexplained lights, mechanical sounds beneath the surface, and sudden communication blackouts were missing from public records. Whistleblowers hinted at deliberate concealment. The silence itself had become deafening. If the moon is something far older, far more complex than imagined, then those who know its secrets guard them, and for reasons far more terrifying than the truth itself. The AI simulations analyzing lunar subsurface data added another layer of unease. By running quantum-level models on the structure and heat signatures of the cavities, the AI suggested that the moon's internal network could function as a complex energy storage system, potentially capable of focusing or redirecting electromagnetic, gravitational, and thermal energy. Could this be why the moon affects Earth's tides with such precision, regulates axial wobble, and even stabilizes the climate? Could these chambers and grids represent a machine operating at a planetary scale? Ancient mythology now blended with quantum observation. Kaku highlighted stories of gods descending from the moon, and cosmic engineers in Sumerian texts. For centuries dismissed as fantasy, these tales may be encoded memories of something our ancestors observed directly, interacting with, studying, or even controlling this celestial machine. The moon's hollow nature, resonance, emissions, and orbital precision suggest it is not lifeless. Its ability to react to impacts, produce detectable pulses, and maintain an exact orbital path implies monitoring, maybe even cognition. This isn't merely theory, it's converging evidence. Something placed, built, or awakened long before human civilization has been influencing our planet. Finally, Kaku turned to the implications for humanity. If the moon is active, aware, or engineered, the consequences are staggering. Its influence over tides, climate, and rotational stability may be intentional. Its emissions may carry information, messages, or monitoring signals. Its internal structure may be a machine, an archive, a power source, or a sentinel. Humanity has assumed it was passive. We may have underestimated it entirely. As Kaku stepped back from the podium, the room was silent. This wasn't awe, it was dread. Something humanity had stared at for millennia might not be what we believed. The moon, once a romantic symbol, now casts a shadow of uncertainty. From impossible orbits to hollow interiors, from ancient myths to erased NASA tapes, every certainty unravels. If Michio Kaku, a man of logic and quantum law, can no longer conceal his fear, then we all should pay attention. The moon may not be natural. It may not be lifeless. It may not even belong solely to Earth. And if it is observing, guiding, or protecting, what happens when we finally fully uncover its secrets? Because sometimes the truth isn't out there, it has been above us all along.